They're gonna get hit hard. What's going
Right.
on today?
Terry was study talking about I can do it through here, and I think the only way to do it through there is I already had to have them like on Instagram, Facebook, and stuff like that because I've been trying to do it, and also it don't let me like I could text in Streamyard, but I can't text in here.
Okay, I
Like,
understand.
do you see comments right now while you on?
I do not see comments.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't see comments when I'm on this one. So my thing is not everybody can come up when I do it this way.
Yeah. So, what is StreamYard restricted to certain hours?
Um, in
Oh,
time.
the boss
See,
is
hey, the
there.
boss. Hey Terry, welcome. The boss
Okay,
here.
I see comments.
Hola. ¿Cómo te llamo de muy bien? So yeah, so Terry, drop the link in the chat. It won't let me. That's what I was saying. So I don't know how you get the link dropped in the chat because it don't let us. The only way I could get Val on is to because she on Instagram with me. So that's how I got a chance to get Val on. I don't see here. It don't show me.
Oh, so what was up with the StreamYard?
So yeah, okay, StreamYard. So they let you do 6 for like a certain limit of time, right? And then if you want to add 10, I think it's like $20 or $30 a month to add 10. So it constantly go up like that. Now, 6 people, it's at a limit of hours. Like I think it's maybe whatever it is ain't enough. Yeah, I don't even know what it is, but
I
it's
see.
limited.
They have tiered prices, and in those tiered prices, you
Right.
can stream up to for a certain amount of time.
Exactly.
I see. Allergies are strong today. That's why I be clearing my throat. Man.
Okay. He said share it. So I can share it, but then it's no way to copy it to my comments. Let me see if I can. It's no way. I don't. It don't give me you.
Yeah. How was church today?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
So I'm thinking because this is a phone, the only way if I switch over to the computer, maybe it'll give me. See, it's trying to end me. Hold on, cancel because it did that. Maybe it give me different options on the computer. Maybe.
Right. That makes sense. Desktop version is always different than the mobile version. Oh, my guy is here, Corey. Aw.
Uh-huh.
So Corey's related to John Baptiste. Do you know who John Baptiste is?
Who is it?
John Baptiste is the guy that does. He was doing the Late Show for a long, long time. He would play the
Okay.
piano. He would play guitar. He plays all the instruments, and he's from New Orleans. So
Nice.
long story short, one day Corey and I locked eyes. Literally, we both
Oh,
smiled at each other, and
nice.
I was like, "Who is this guy? I know this guy." And over time, eventually, the times that he's helped me in the grocery store, noticed his last name after a couple of visits, and I just had to mention it to him. Hey, I noticed your last name is Baptiste. He's like, yeah,
Right.
yeah, it's a French name, and he told me about the origin and ancestor and stuff. He gave me some quick knowledge on ancestry. I was like, that's cool. And then I mentioned one of my favorite artists, musicians, creators is John Baptiste. He
Okay.
said that. He said that's my cousin.
Wow.
And my reaction was, shut the front door.
Right, right,
And he
right.
said, no, really. I said, oh my gosh, I knew there was something about you. The first time we locked eyes,
Mm-hmm.
remember that day? And he's like, yeah, I remember that day, with a big smile on his face, you know? And he was like, it's in the eyes. That's what it is. It's in the eyes. I said, he says, it's the
Right.
soul. It's the soul. And I was like, yep, it's in the eyes. I see it. And so anytime I come and well, at the times that I've seen him here, I just like, can I have a hug? Because
Right.
he's been a conduit, you know, very
And that's nice.
right, like his energy is his positivity, you know, and his vibration. Because I believe in stuff like that, like that
Yeah.
push and the pull kind of thing. When you're on the same frequency, you pull in stuff that you, of course,
Yes.
what you put out, you get right back. So I was like,
Oh
oh,
man.
I've been looking for you. Not like
That's nice.
looking, but you know, I'm not looking for anybody. I'm
Yes.
just like,
Right.
you know. And I remember him asking me, "What brought you to Louisiana from Colorado?"
Uh-huh.
And I was being, you know, kind of facetious. I said, "You brought me."
Wow.
Yeah,
That's so
got,
nice.
got a big smile on his face for sure. Excuse me. So, oh, you on something now? What?
That was early. He was saying I'm something else because I got this to work, but he don't know I really didn't get to work like I wanted to work. Earl, I'm still not in the business yet. I,
Yeah.
I still don't know what I'm doing. Val was nice enough to click on the link for me. Thank you, Val. I really appreciate it because that part worked. I was trying to get Amber to. I'm like, what? Wait, Val here. I can get her to do it because I got Amber on
Yeah.
Facebook, so I could send her the link, but Amber didn't. So I'm like, wait a minute. Let's see if this works. But I still don't. Like I said, I think I'm gonna have to go log into the computer to get this going right.
All right.
That's the only way. I think maybe that'll help drop the link.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do church today?
Yes.
That's good. How was church?
It was okay. I'm still feeling like I don't want to go to church on Sundays anymore. I want to find a Saturday church.
Okay.
Sundays to me, I feel like need to be a day of doing what I want, which is probably relaxing.
Yeah,
You
yeah, I
know.
hear you.
So I know that I've been going to church all my life on Sundays, but I'm just not feeling like going further with church should be on a Sunday for me.
You're changing your routine up. That's all right.
Right.
I have no routine. My routine is like it takes me all day to figure out what I'm going to do all day.
I used to be like that. I promise you. Now I'm just like, you know what? Let's get chop, 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 chop. Because I would take all day to do one task. And I think that's a part of depression.
Right.
Because in them times I was feeling like I was didn't want to get up. I was sad, so I was slugging around, and maybe that's why it took so long to take a shower. And now we gotta clean the room. Everything was so slow.
Right. Because you
Now
do
this
one thing, then you
one,
got to do the next thing, and it just never ends. It feels like a never ending wash, rinse, repeat. I get that.
yes, yes, and especially if you don't have nobody that's shopping with you, like let's chop, 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 chop.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And sometimes
Um,
even when you have somebody that's like chop, 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 that could be a little bit overwhelming too. Like, wait, take a little time with me. Wait. Just a little patience with me, a little patience. You know, I need you to come
right.
on and help me chop, but just be a little patient. Just
Have some
so
compassion. It's difficult. I understand. Um, I can understand both sides. You know, when you want to keep your mind busy with something, so you got to keep going. So you know the momentum. You know, a body emotion stays in motion.
right.
Um, so sure, you know, but I think my best times of thinking is definitely dishes and walking. Dishes
Me
and
too.
walking.
I like well, I love walking.
Yeah.
Love I love walking. If I was just thinking about, I'm like, okay, beauty's on a budget. What about when that budget expand? I would probably get somebody that can do laundry. You know, like Like, if you had all the budget in the world, what would be the thing that you would get somebody to do for you? It would definitely be laundry for me.
Laundry for you. Probably pick up the dog poop.
Okay.
Mow the lawn and do the shopping.
Okay.
But I'm very picky with my produce. That's the thing. See, I'm
You want to be
anal
there.
about it. Yeah,
You want to be there.
yeah. Because it took
Hmm.
me like 2 minutes just to pick out 3 bell peppers.
Not in the shower. The best thoughts I have in the shower. I did not want to say shower the boss. I love to sit in the tub, but I didn't want to say that because I knew y'all was gonna be on that.
Oh yeah, the shower. I have a short on that. Shower thoughts. Um, or make up these like I don't know, just make up different scenarios in my head when I'm in the shower for sure.
Right.
Excuse me again. Hmm.
Okay. Earl said roll blunts and cook. I know that's right. I always say the biggest budget in the world. I would just simply get. I would never do laundry ever. Ever,
Hmm.
ever, ever. I will always have first of all, the clothes wouldn't get dirty because they have them always clean.
Yeah.
So if I could have somebody that take away one thing from it, would definitely be laundry. Do that laundry. Do it here. Do the laundry and
Yeah.
cook. Listen, that sounds good too because you ain't got to think about the groceries. If somebody else is preparing it always for you, you got to think
Uh
about it.
huh. Uh huh. Yeah, I am in a much higher mood when my husband cooks. I feel
Yes,
not that I'm in a low mood. It's just it raises my like my
yes.
mood, my good like. I just want to eat somebody else's cooking. Thank you so
Oh
much.
man,
This
I
is
understand that. You feel like somebody else taking care of you. Take care of
yes,
me, man. Somebody else
yes.
doing something for you, man.
Mhm.
You about to
Mhm.
get a reward. You gonna get a reward from. You don't even know.
Right. Right.
Right.
Yeah. I think yesterday I came in. Okay, so I'm going back to yesterday, and I went to bed and asked my husband, um, "How would you feel if I had no, I asked him, "What do you think about tattoos on a female?" He's like, "I like tattoos,"
You
and I
say
was
for
like,
a long
"Oh, I
time
just
you got
found
to put
something out.
tattoos.
I just learned something about him because of the topic. I had no idea,
Right.
no idea. He has a tattoo on his left side of his
That's
chest, and
okay.
he has a big chest. So I like let me feel
Yeah.
on your chest. That's a
Yeah.
I like that tattoo. I like looking at it, and then it was a cover up of
Okay.
his first son's name was on his
Okay.
chest, and then he got it covered up after. Unfortunately, the mom moved away far enough away, like she went from Colorado all the way to New Hampshire.
Oh wow.
So his his way of healing was let me just cover it up with the Phoenix Rising. It's big. You know the phoenix, right? The bird that came from the ashes of
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, I get it. It's a cover up. I have zero tattoos.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. But that's the point because I don't like needles anyway. So I
Mm.
didn't want to. Do you like needles?
Oh, I don't mind them. I donate blood.
Oh, you do.
I
That's
do
nice.
because I'm O
That's not.
positive.
I always was since a little girl was scared of getting shots, getting needles, and a person getting your blood drawn and getting the shot is the same when you're a kid. So anything you don't know it's a difference. One going out, one bringing something. You don't know that, but
Right, right, right.
I never
But
wanted to do
they're
that. Now,
beautiful.
of course, I just take it and move on, but I don't act a fool or nothing like that. But for me, you talking about you about to stick something on my body until it's done, and no, thank you.
Yeah, it is pretty intrusive to think that to visualize something going inside you that way and
Right,
just
right,
yeah,
yeah,
ooh
yeah. Can you see
yeah.
the comments, Val?
I am seeing some comments. I'm seeing from, yeah, pretty
Okay, because the
extensive.
boss said, is he still in contact with his son?
No, he's not.
Okay.
No, he hasn't been since I want to say like 14 years. So he's 18 now or 19. But
Uh-huh.
my husband's 5 years younger than me. He's 41. I'm 46. So that would have made him what, 28?
Okay.
Wait, let me time travel. Probably like 26. Last time he saw his son.
Oh, that's sad. That's sad. The mama
Yeah.
got to get him with his baby.
Yeah,
That's
but
that's
they had
sad.
like when you have a community of people that you grew up with together in high school and stuff like that, they would
Hmm.
be giving him some low key, like, this is what's going on and stuff like that. And
Okay, they keep him in tune.
yeah,
That's good.
yeah. Anyway, what else? Not much. Nothing going on today.
Okay.
I'm just
Earl
like,
said, but blunts will have to look like Cuban cigars with the strongest bud on the earth.
mm-hmm,
That's what he'll want. If the biggest budget in the world, he'll want somebody to roll them big cigar blunts for him.
mm. I told my husband actually I was craving a big blunt yesterday, like a
Okay.
fat one. Like, I said, why am I craving this? I got to stop because I want to do a clean, urinalysis to be able to get in somewhere, and then I'll be good after that. But
Right.
um, because my daughter, she wants me to have my own money and tells me, I want things, so I want you to have income for me. Like, I
Right.
want some things, because she doesn't want to ask my husband.
Right.
Because that's her stepdad, and she feels some kind of way
Hmm.
about money because it's a twisted view about money learned from her father and things
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
she understands about money and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I get that because
um,
that's who the first teachers are, and sometimes people could use money against you. And if I had that mindset
exactly.
already, I don't. I understand that mindset all too
Yeah,
well. Even though I don't share this, I understand it. And if
yeah,
I have somebody to study penny money against me, I don't want to be bothered with nobody
you're
with that.
right.
I
You
want to
hit
get
the
my
nail on the head. You hit the nail
because
on the
I
head.
understand it.
Yeah, because that's another form of abuse.
Yes, it
Financial
is
abuse.
financial. Yes,
Yeah,
it is. And people don't
yeah,
understand it or see it in that way if they ain't never
exactly.
went through nothing like that.
Yep. And in this stage of my life, my husband said that I deserve to be taken care of financially because um he's seen the struggle that I had endured, um, fighting for my kids and still
That's
keeping the
good.
mortgage paid, still keeping that paid, going into debt to be able to, fight the system. The system meaning money. I understand money doesn't
Everything.
buy happiness, but money makes things easier.
It sure
So
do.
I
It
went
sure
into
do.
deep debt to get my kids back and kept, you know, in their life and things like that. And so, um, one thing
The
led to
boss said
another,
you can use some synthetic urine.
I know that's how my husband got his thing going for him, but I'm just that kind of person. Like, I feel better going into it with like honesty, you know, but
Hmm.
honesty as in, um, this came from me, but they don't have to know what came after that. I'm that kind of person. I'm gonna
Right,
get caught.
right.
I feel like I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna fuck it up, like with a, excuse my language, but that's how I talk
No, it's
sometimes.
okay, girl.
Like,
You
I'm
can
just
say fuck
gonna,
it up.
right? Oh my god!
It's fine.
Like I
We
told
fuck
Corey,
things
shut
up.
the front door. He was like,
The
no, we
boss
over
said,
here.
laugh out loud. Money does buy happiness. I
Oh,
don't
it
think
can
it buy
buy. It
happiness, but
can.
I'm so much happier if I'm not stressed about money. I'm so much
Right.
happier if money is the least of the worries. If I'm
You
not
know.
worried about this or that pertaining to money, I'm a lot more
Yeah.
happier. I'm a lot more sane. I'm a lot more put together. If that's not the worry, if that's not the issue, because money is tied to a lot of struggle, a lot of issues.
Yep. I mean, I see money as a tool. I don't see it as it's just energy. So, in my mindset, yeah, I could see how money can buy like trips here and there and experiences that you would never have before. But
Yeah,
like, are you actually truly happy, or is it the newness of it and the adrenaline that goes with it, and then you're just like, oh, back to reality. Where was I at that time? Well, I want to go right
yeah,
back to it because it's new, it's fun, it's exciting. And but you
yes.
can't keep that up forever, with the trips
Gentlemen's
and
Corner said
whatnot. I
money
mean, you
make or
can.
break relationships. Gentlemen's Corner said money make or break relationship. Sometimes it can, and
Oh
which
yeah, for
I feel
sure,
like it
for
shouldn't because
sure.
we should be stronger than money. I feel like if one person in a relationship fall off, the other person should be able to maintain you until we get back up. But sometimes people don't want to do that. They are so selfish and they like, I'm out. I'm gonna go and handle me. You go ahead and do, and which money is a thing that we can get again. So you probably went off and did your own thing because you felt like that other person was going to be down forever. And then that person wind up better than you usually because
Yep.
God did that as a test. God did that. And since you failed
As a
the test by
test,
going ahead and
love it,
removing yourself,
love it.
they wind up in a better financial situation than you.
Love it. Yeah, let me tell you a quick story. Like when I had lost my children in 2011, I had a minivan, free and clear. I owned it. But every time I got in that van, and I'm not going to cry, but I'm getting a little choked up. Anytime I got in that van, I was
You can
just
go and
like,
cry. Go in the vegetable aisle, see if you're gonna cry because you could just go ahead and water them.
right, right.
You could just
So
go ahead and water them vegetables.
that minivan was my means of getting from home to work. But every time I got in it, I would just be so like, oh, my kid used to be here and now they're not here anymore. And so I gave it to the lady that I worked with. I was talking about how they need to get a bigger car because their family's growing. And I brought the
Nice.
title and I asked her, how do you spell your name, your full legal name? And she gave it to me.
Wow.
Like, she was like, what the hell? What the hell is Valerie talking about?
Wow.
Right? And I put her full legal name on it. I was like, I'm
Wow.
curious, what's your first name, middle name, last name? Is that how you spell it? And then put her name on the title. And I said, you can have this vehicle and I'm going to ride my bike home. And she looked at me like, what? Is this like hidden camera? You're on candid camera? Is this like really happening? Is this real life? And I
Wow.
said, yeah, it's yours. I can't look at that van anymore. And so, but I still saw it when she came to work, right?
Right.
But I was on a bike and the bus for
That
like
was so
almost two
nice,
years.
Val. That was so
You know,
nice, Val.
yeah, it was too
That
much
was
pain.
so
I
so
just didn't
nice,
want to deal with
Val.
like, private party and all that. I just was done, because I came from nothing, like literally nothing. And now where I'm at now, like my husband, he's like, you deserve to do whatever you want because you got us to this point and we have a home that we have a title to. And um,
Nice.
yeah, we own our home. At the age of 43, I own
Nice.
my home. And And I know, he's in some kind of mindset. It'll come out sometimes. He'll say things like, I was lucky that I found you. I still
Right.
feel like I don't deserve you. And I feel like
Oh.
it's your house. I say, you keep putting that
Wow.
energy out there, then, and I'm trying to, and I'm going to absorb it. So I'm going to think
Right.
differently. Just get that out of your head because
Right.
that's like bouncing off everywhere. And then I get all like, you know what I mean? That kind of energy.
Right.
Just get that out of your head. You got me through some of my most down and out times, so of course you deserve it. You know, and vice versa.
Right. That was nice. And yeah, he need to not feel like that. I think that when you the person when you the person that don't care that much about money, when you the person that don't care that much about money, it's hard to share that with somebody who feel like money is going to be the everything, the glue, the this, the that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he
Because
gets in his
money
head
don't mean
sometimes.
money is to help us survive. Money is to help us
Yeah.
get past. Money is to take us on trip money. So when somebody else don't have that mindset, it's hard to share that with somebody. It don't matter how much you explain it to them like that, they still don't get it like that. Because money
Yeah.
means something different to you than it do to them.
Right. Right.
That's how I feel about money. I promise you, I think everybody, and I be thinking everybody doing it just for their family can survive. They do different things for the family can survive. For you won't have to struggle. For you can be all right in life. But money don't mean what it means for a lot of people. Not to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like I'll spend like $3.50 here for a case of water, and then take it to the community of homeless guys down the street, because you know
Nice.
how it feels here when it's like 115 degrees and humidity. So they need, you know, I just, why not? I'm not
Hmm.
like pacifying them or giving them a crutch. I'm
Right.
like, people deserve water, you
So
know.
I was in the store. It was last month. We was in a fish place, and this man came in, and he was just standing there. So we got done, me and my friend. And when I got done, he followed me all the way to the car. He said, "Can you buy me some water?" So I went back in the store to buy him some water. He said, "Actually, I don't want water. I want ice cream and I want this and that." I said, "Just get whatever you want." It was about $10. It was not that much. But it was the point when I came back out, my friend was like, "No, girl, you shouldn't have did that. He gonna do this and that." I'm like, you know what? That didn't matter to me. It was the
Hmm.
fact somebody needed help and I could help them. If I couldn't
Yeah.
help them, that's a different story. But I could help and I did. I
Hmm.
did. Sometimes we worry about too much of what somebody else gonna do with
Yeah.
some. If you're gonna give them to them, give it to 'em. If you're not, and go about your way. But I did. And you see, I'm
Yeah.
just telling this story now that we're talking about it. I didn't come tell the story like, girl, today, because it wasn't
Yeah.
about that for me. And whatever he wanted, I just lay him. That is wow.
Actually, I don't want one.
Well, I got him whatever he wanted. He wanted ice cream and he wanted a little cake or something. I got it for him. And like I said, it came up to about $10. If he wanted the water, I came in at a bottle of water. He didn't want the water once he saw that I was going to get it, but I still got it for him.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Um. I'm just thinking now, but yeah, I would rather give the things that I feel like are kind of like luxuries to us, like underwear and socks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd rather give those kinds of things than give them like a dollar or two, because they do
Mm-hmm.
use, and they don't go in a shelter because there's so many rules, curfew, and you can't use. They drug test you. So why do they use? Because it's an escape. It's an escape from, you know, their world, and
Right.
they're trying to pass time with being in a different, I don't know, plane of reality.
Right.
Um,
And that's why I didn't feel bad about it because even though he tricked me on in there, it was
yeah,
ice cream, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't much he could have went and did with it. I didn't get him cash, I wouldn't then purchase what he wanted for him. So
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's lovely.
so
Yeah. If I see like a
yeah,
mom too with looking like she's kind of having a rough time,
yeah.
and and I'm not stereotyping typing, but if I'm like, man, that feels like me when I was little. That looks like me
Yeah,
when I was that age. That looks like my mom when I was that age. I'll
right.
just give her some money, you know.
Mm-hmm.
All I ever wanted when I was a kid was candy.
Mm,
I wanted to
right,
go to the store with my dollar and buy like, you know, all those nickel candies, dime vending machines and things like that. And
right.
till I got older and got my own job. I moved out when I was 15. I was like,
Fif-
one less mouth to feed, mom and dad. I'm out.
15,
Yeah.
15. Wow, you never went back?
Nope. Nope.
Wow,
Yep.
that's great. I left when I was 20. I
Hmm.
never went back either, but that was a whole 5 more years.
After you went back after 5 years, at 25?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
I'm talking about 5 years out there.
oh, 5 years difference. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
gotcha.
No, I never
Yeah,
went back. Once you
no,
get your
never went back.
you know, I don't care what you got to do. You do it because I ain't going home. Home? Who want? No. So
I mean,
you
there
you
really
know you
wasn't
you're not
anything
going
at
back
home
after
for
that.
me. Yeah, there was really nothing at home for me. It was, when I think about it right now, just remembering, it was like 3 years later that my siblings were then taken into foster care. And
After you left.
yeah, I was already 18 at the time. So
Wow, that's sad.
yeah, it was rough.
That's
Sure was
sad.
rough. Excuse me.
Did
But
they
yeah, no,
eventually
I
get
pretty
back
much
home?
say it
Your
again.
siblings? Did they eventually? Did your mom eventually get them back?
No, my parents were done. They didn't want kids together anyways, and they made it known.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
sad.
like when we can't just let go of the past. Like I wish I would have never. I wish I would have if I would have
Yeah,
known
yeah,
things like
yeah,
that. It's
yeah,
like every time you
yeah.
say that, like the
And
last time I
you
saw
got
my
to be careful
mom and
what
the
you
last
say
time I
around
saw my
kids
dad.
and do.
Yep, yep. I do have a memory of the last time I saw my mom and dad. I just told them how I feel, point blank. Things like, well, to my dad. First of all,
Hmm.
I would say I remember telling him, It's a good thing my mom did leave you. She'd probably be dead right now. As much as you beat her up, could imagine all the shit that she endured physically by your hands.
Yep.
And I don't feel like mom left us to run away with another guy, like you said. I think she ran away from you, and
Right.
to keep her sanity, she had to just whatever came with that, the consequences of doing it that way. That was her choice. So I'm glad she left you. You're
Right.
me. You're violent. You're an alcoholic. And he just looked at me like, whoa, shit. You got slapped in the face,
Right.
And then
Wow.
my
I'm
mom,
sorry to hear that, Val.
thank you. It made me the person I
You're
am
welcome.
today, for sure. But with my mom, then that's, I came at her with every time you wish you never met my father, you're wishing me away. So shut the fuck
Mm,
up about that.
right.
You're not the victim.
Yeah.
Move on.
Right. Right. Because we all wish that.
Hmm.
We all wish
Hmm.
that. But Janim's going to say the grocery store was a museum. Mom said, "Look and don't touch." I definitely had the experience where we wasn't allowed to touch anything. Don't touch nothing. We weren't allowed to be heard. You be seen, not heard. You ain't touching them. When you somebody come back, you say, "Hey, how you doing?" And then you shut your mouth. I had that experience as a kid. I knew I wasn't about to open that mouth up too tough
Hmm.
at all, and that was
And
that.
yeah, just thinking, rubbing my silver. My white hair just
Right,
kind of like,
right.
ooh, look like I got some horns over here.
I like
Not
it.
really.
It's cute.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, we see how it work, y'all. I think I'm gonna let Val go back to your grocery shopping, and I'll see you later. I'm sure.
Yes.
StreamYard tonight. We gonna until we figure this out. I'm gonna go jump back on StreamYard tonight. Y'all, StreamYard tonight, 8:30 Central Standard Time. That way we can get the whole family in there, or as many other family members we can get in there at
Yeah.
one time. This was great, Val. Thank you
Happy to
for
see you.
clicking the link for me. Okay,
Yeah. Good to see
I
you.
really appreciate you. Y'all
For
go over there
sure.
and subscribe to Valerie's. Okay, because she is no longer Val is your pal. Go over there and subscribe to Valerie, y'all. You know she have a channel teaching you all about the great financial stability. Go ahead, Val. Tell them about it.
Yeah, valid your pal. Let me
Val is
help
your
you
pal of
raise.
Valerie's.
Let me help you teach. Let me teach you on some financial literacy. The American dream
Okay.
is not fully. The American dream is still mostly alive. It's
Okay.
possible.
Okay. So y'all go over there. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Because I'm pretty sure she's gonna be going live a lot. When y'all go over there and show her some support as well. You ain't see my but some support as well. Y'all gonna go over in
Appreciate the
there and
love.
subscribe to Bell. You're welcome. I appreciate the love back, and I'm so grateful that you clicked on the link so we could see how this thing was gonna roll out. I
Nice. Learned
appreciate
something
y'all as
today.
well. Right? Plus, you got me over here. I had to go ahead and choke that up. I won't start crying and telling stories of my own.
Oh yeah.
Child,
We all have stories, right?
we all
Love it.
have stories that we come from. Definitely.
Hmm.
That make us the people we is today. So
Yep. All right.
I'll see
Peace,
y'all later.
everybody.
Have a good day.
Love you. Bye.
Love you back.